much like Fast and Furious was an effort to get the American people so riled up that they would demand further gun control. Fast and Furious didn't work. But what it was, if you recall, the Obama administration facilitated the sale of American weapons, American gun stores, that would then be allowed to cross the border into Mexico and eventually end up in the hands of drug cartels, who would then use those weapons and kill people and wound people and create mayhem. And it was supposed to be that the American people would then find out those were guns sold at American gun stores like any other gun is, and look at what happened. American guns in the hands of drug cartel kingpins, and they're murdering people and killing people. And the reaction of the American people was supposed to be, stop it. We need more gun control. We need the government to move in and prevent this from happening. Same thing with health care. The design of Obamacare was for it all to implode on itself, as it is doing. Not so that it can be rewritten and done right, no, so that the American people will clamor for the government to fix it. Now, all the while on Obamacare, Obama is employing the Limbaugh theorem. He's over there as though he's got nothing to do with this. He designed a great health care overhaul. He designed this great bill, and now what's happening? These evil, greedy SOBs in the private sector are destroying it, just as Obama knew they would, and he's powerless to do anything to stop it. He's trying. He's really hoping the American people don't get ripped off like this, but that's what capitalism is, and that's what our private sector is. So while he designs a system, along with the Democrat Party, they're all in on this, for Obamacare to fail, he's over there acting like he has nothing to do with it, and he's just as mad at all these private sector people as you are. And eventually people are supposed to throw up their hands, total frustration, and demand that it be fixed, because that's what always happens. A government devises a program. The program doesn't work or is mangled badly, and the American people demand that the people who broke it fix it. Well, the fact that there was nothing new in the speech last night, except that it was from the podium, the fact that there was no new strategy, the fact that there was... Obama spent more time last night talking about anti-Muslim bigotry than he did criticizing terrorism.
I love this.
Look, folks, I'm sorry to tell you, but the whole... This is Obamacare and Fast and Furious tried again. These attacks, such as San Bernardino, and all in the future, are going to be used by this administration to somehow enact even greater gun control measures. That's what this is all about. That's why there's not much to say about this speech last night. The speech is not designed to rally you against ISIS. I mean, I couldn't believe the way Obama was talking about this.
I can't.
Talking about, we're going to defeat ISIS like we did. Okay. Now, those are paraphrased. Here, grab somebody number one. I'll show you what I mean. This is last Wednesday. This is not in the speech last night, but this is the mindset that led into it. CBS Evening News last night, correspondent Nora O'Donnell interviewing Obama. She said the FBI now has active investigations into ISIS sympathizers in all 50 states. You've had more terrorism-related arrests in 1 year since September 2001. Do you think Americans are living in a bit of fear that Paris could come here? This is Wednesday. Now, don't forget, going into Thanksgiving, this president told us there was nothing on the horizon. We had nothing to fear. There were no imminent ISIS attacks. Zilch, zero, nada. Remember? No chatter, no nothing. Now, I want you to listen to what he says and listen to his prepositions and listen to his possessives. In this bite, it's just 21 seconds.
ISIL is not going to pose an existential threat to us. They are a dangerous organization like Al-Qaeda was. But we have hardened our defenses. Our homeland has never been more protected by more effective intelligence and law enforcement professionals at every level than they are now.
Okay, so last Wednesday night, ISIL
ISIL.
You know, here's the difference. ISIS stands for the Islamic State, Iraq and Syria. ISIL, the Islamic State of Iraq and Levant. Now, why would he call it ISIL instead of ISIS? Well, a Levant is more than Syria. Levant is the whole region. And I think it's not an accident that he calls it ISIL, and I think it's not an accident that he wants to be using an abbreviation including the term Levant, because it's the whole region, because I just think so. I'll leave it at that. I think there's a desire to show respect, if you will, for what's going on over there. And ISIS is not complete, but ISIL is the Islamic State of Iraq and the Levant. It's more than Syria. Yes, Syria, it's a whole region. Anyway, ISIL is not going to pose an existential threat to us. Well, even when he said it, it was BS. They do. They are a dangerous organization like Al-Qaeda was. That's what stood out to me in this bite. Al-Qaeda was. Al-Qaeda is no more. Al-Qaeda has been tamed. Al-Qaeda's not a factor anymore. Oh, really? So this is nothing more than a continuation of the political posturing that preceded and was part of the Democrat convention in 2012, that Obama, by killing bin Laden, had vanquished ISIS, Al-Qaeda, that it's in the rearview mirror. No more Al-Qaeda. We beat them. We beat them big. They surrendered. We got bin Laden. It's over. And now ISIS all brand new, and just like something else is going to be brand new when we take care of ISIL and so forth. But Al-Qaeda's not dead. Al-Qaeda's not past tense. There is no was. Al-Qaeda's a very big is. So this is pure political posturing, and it's disingenuous. It isn't true. We've hardened our defenses. Look, this is key, folks. We've hardened our defenses. Our homeland has never been more protected. Law enforcement professionals at every level, we have more effective ones than ever before. And yet this thing still happens, see? So Obama lays out this case where we've never been better protected. We've got Al-Qaeda in the rearview mirror. ISIS, yeah, they're dangerous, but they don't have any way of threatening us. And then they do what they did in San Bernardino. And that is supposed, you take Obama saying everything's cool, we don't have a threat, nothing to worry about, then of course we do. Logical next step is for the American people to demand Obama do something. And in his world, doing something is taking away your guns. Make no mistake about it.
They used to get away with it.